Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Rosewater. And in the last episode, guys, we continued on the trail to Presidio until a massive sandstorm drove us off the road. But fortunately, we were able to find shelter at a very large house in the middle of the desert, owned by a very eccentric sea captain, as you can see, went on a lot of adventures, and I guess he's come here to retire. We had a good conversation, drank a lot of rum. He's gone ahead and gone to bed. But Jake here wants some more rum, as does Harley, it seems. So we need to find a way into the attic to go grab some more. Now let's go ahead and chat with the crew here before we do that.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but once Jake gets something in his head, there's no stopping him.
Have you gotten that cellar door open yet?
Ooh, impatient.
Please try not to get us in any trouble, Harley.
Time's a wasting, Harley. Get that door open so we can keep the party going.
Well, we've got the lockpick kit. We might as well see if we can get through that door. And yes. And what kind of lock is that? Hold on. We need to look at the journal. Tumbler locks. The key stays still, the diamond shines, turns up just once, then down 3 times. Turns up once, then down 3 times. Okay. So this is the key. That doesn't move. I take it this is the diamond?
A diamond pick. This one's good for simple door locks.
Indeed. So up once and down 3 times. Which is up though? Oh, left is up. So, and one more.
Hot damn!
Huzzah!
Jake, Phil, I got it.
Nice work, Harley. Now let's go get that rum.
Now this is where we find out his secret, isn't it?
I cannot see a thing down here.
How about we light that wall lamp?
This is where the bodies are buried.
This will help us see down here if we can light it.
I don't think I have anything that can light it. Can we check this lamp up here? I'll leave you two alone. Nope. Well, we will try the kitchen first. That's where I would keep. Oh, that's where I would keep matches.
Full of matches.
It was either that or head back to the fireplace.
Don't mind if I do.
Mm-hmm. Now, we didn't really get to explore in here.
One of the doors is slightly open. I shouldn't be snooping around. Not without a good reason, anyway.
Are we keeping our breaking and entering to a minimum there, Harley?
This door goes into the captain's quarters.
Okay, well, he's gone to sleep. Why is his quarters on the ground floor? I guess to be right next to the kitchen. It makes sense, since he lives alone.
It's empty. For an old sea captain, Boylan's got some rather modern conveniences. Definitely not the one that got away. Captain Boylan keeps a tidy house. Well stocked, but not with anything I need.
Okay, well, let's light this light and see what horrors await us down below. What kind of eldritch creatures do we have here?
Much better.
Now, about that rum.
What was that?
Sounded like the captain's voice. Come on.
And there's the horrors now.
You heard it too, huh?
Yes, It came from upstairs, I think.
It sounded like Captain Boylan, but aren't his quarters on this floor?
I thought the same.
Perhaps we should go see if he's all right.
Yep, you and Miss Redbird check the spare room. Danny and I'll check the bedroom. Harley, you look in the captain's quarters. We ain't got time to lose.
And break. Well, now we can actually go in here. And it's unlocked, so... Oh, wow.
Odd. Captain Boylan's not here. Where could he have gone?
Fairly simple compared to the other rooms that we've seen in the house. I guess that would make sense.
I can just hear Joni. A quill and ink, how charming. The captain won't miss this for now.
Judging by that scream, I don't know if he's going to be missing anything ever.
There's an old book in here. A journal. Better take it. There's not much in here. I guess Captain Boylan didn't care much for writing. Here's an interesting passage.
Fisher landed another whale today on his first shot. I asked him how he managed it. Turns out he's been tying his wife's kerchief to the harpoon handle. Swears it brings luck and improves his aim. Ah, to be young and in love.
Any port in a storm, I suppose. Okay.
The captain still has some old country pride.
It's like the Irish harp.
Looks like a sea bunk. Guess old habits die hard.
That would make sense. He spent so much time at sea, he can't sleep on a soft bed.
The storm has eased up some. A set of keys. One of them must unlock the cellar. No need to worry about that anymore, though.
Oh, I guess we could have gone in here and grabbed the keys while the captain was sleeping. Hello there, wardrobe? Is this the path to Narnia?
Can't really see anything in here.
I've got the remedy for that.
Hang on. What's this? There's a small switch in the back. Well, I'll be damned.
Aha! The captain's sacred snack chamber. Oh!
Captain!
Oh, Captain, my captain!
You're still breathing, thank God. Hang on, I'll get help.
No one here likes to run.
He appears to be fine physically, but he seems to be in some sort of trance.
A trance? How do you mean?
His eyes are open, but he's not really awake. He's gone within himself. I've seen people do this voluntarily, to meditate or relive certain memories, but Captain Boylan seems trapped.
Is there anything we can do?
I'm not entirely sure. Did he say anything when you found him, Harley?
Not a word.
I'm at a loss. Something brought this on, but what?
Peyote? Did he go into the spirit world and get chased by a giant chicken? No, we all ate and drank. This is the real question.
Could it have something to do with this room? If he went to the trouble of building a secret passage, it must have some significance to him.
That's a very good point. I would say this place is a sanctuary.
But from what? The man lives alone in the desert already. What's he need a secret sanctuary for?
Look, on the wall there.
Are those his old shipmates?
It's a sketch of Captain Boylan with 5 other men. His crew, maybe? There's a signature. A. Cranach.
Cranach? God forgive me.
Good morning.
Captain, can you hear me?
The dome? The dome!
What doom? What do you mean?
I came from nowhere. I ought to have taken heed. I ought to have let it take me.
Captain? Captain? He's unresponsive again.
It's very Cthulhu-ish.
This is all so strange. I wish we knew what was going on.
I think I have an idea.
Yes?
That chair, the way it's positioned, facing that sketch, this room being hidden, I think something happened to those men. Something bad. And I think the captain blames himself for it. He probably comes in here to punish himself.
Oh, how you figure that?
Because, well, call it a hunch.
I don't know. Seems kind of far-fetched, don't it?
Not entirely. I've read some of the new theories about the study of the mind. A particularly traumatic event may have shaken Captain Boylan's sanity.
So, he has gone mad?
Yes, but he may not be beyond help. We could try to reach him. I could try a form of hypnosis.
Oh, sure. That's where you get him to cluck like a chicken, right?
Not at all. It means he would be calmed and put into a receptive state. Then we could speak directly with his unconscious mind. But to have the best chance, we would have to recreate the environment he's experiencing as accurately as possible.
Okay. I'm wondering if all of us showing up and the camaraderie and everything is what brought this on to this level of severity. Maybe it awakened some old memories. And Danny kind of gives off the tone like he's wish he could have his own punishment room.
Recreate the environment? Just how do you propose we do that?
We must each take on a role.
Oh, you mean like play acting?
Something like that. If we can each convincingly assume the identities of the men in that sketch, the captain may feel they are truly here with him. His fantasy will become clear, and we'll be able to guide him through and out of it.
Sounds just crazy enough to work.
But we know nothing about these men, aside from what they look like.
Which means we need to find out more. The more details we have, the better.
Then let's put this show together. Harley, you're good at finding things. See if Captain Boylan had a diary or something.
All right, I'm on it.
Okay, Jake, I'm done.
What's this, a journal?
Captain Boylan's personal one.
I see. Well, I'll let you pore over it for any pertinent information.
So we got to get some details. What did it say about the guy? Hold on.
There's not much in here. Here's an interesting passage.
Fisher landed another whale today on his first shot. I asked him how he managed it. Turns out he's been tying his wife's kerchief to the harpoon handle. Swears it brings luck and improves his aim. Ah, to be young and in love.
So we need to grab that harpoon that's over the door downstairs and get a kerchief to wrap around it. Okay, that's one thing to do. What else do we have here?
There's gotta be something we can do for him.
What's outside this lovely looking
Storm
window?
seems to be passing.
Oh, okay.
That's Captain Boylan on the left. The 5 other men must be his crew, but I have no idea who any of them are.
Okay, there's the harpoon with the kerchief around it. Guy with the tattoo. Chronic, we're not sure. Wait, diseases. So that's the ship doctor. Why am I getting, like, Obra Dinn vibes? Return of the Obra Dinn, which you have never played, you definitely should. I highly recommend it.
Boylan set up a sort of shrine from the look of it.
5 candles for 5 men.
Poor Captain Boylan. It's not easy living with demons.
I hope we're able to help the captain.
Mm-hmm.
I must admit, this is all very odd. Though I do pity the captain.
Well, I don't think there's anything else here. So, anchor tattoo. Maybe we'll discover more clues in the house that are a little bit more clear. Double checking to make sure.
Not much inside. There is a folded up piece of paper. Seems to be a recipe for sea biscuits. There's a note. Your favorites. Told you they were simple to make. Perhaps someday you can whip some up for me. It's initialed GOM.
Hardtack. Famous on ships and in the Civil War. Okay, what was it? One more time.
Not seem. There's a note. It's initialed GOM.
GOM. Now we'll check the... in here first. Was there anything new?
I wouldn't even know. Nautical adventures. Such an intricate design. I'm no expert. Some kind of navigation. A gentum jug.
And... ooh.
This could be useful.
Just grab a fireplace poker. Nice.
Pointy.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the middle of the desert, but it feels like we could be at sea.
Yeah, I think all the clues are upstairs. Or maybe downstairs. Let's check the attic. Before we're so rudely interrupted by a man having a nervous breakdown.
Looks sturdy, but lightweight.
That will allow us to get the harpoon, I imagine.
No rum in here, surprisingly.
Disappointing.
There we are.
Ooh, is that a map to buried treasure? I don't know why.
Old navigation
Said it like
chart.
that.
Enough rum to last a lifetime. Or an evening. A crate chock full of rum bottles. Probably full of more rum. This crate's been emptied.
Okay, that's everything here. But we did get an important item to help Harley's lack of vertical stature. So let's select and use with the harpoon. Aha! Look at these one more time.
Captain Boylan sure has gotten around. If I had to guess, a seaside landscape.
All right, upstairs we go. Now, we couldn't go into that trunk earlier.
The plaque says the Corunna. Oh, that's interesting. There's a little model sailor that looks kind of like Captain Boylan. And that other one there looks like one of the men in the attic sketch. I need to figure out exactly who it is.
Cool. Can we take it?
Spare linens and an old sketch. A sketch of a ship, the Derwent. There's a note. Captain Boylan, looking forward to our first voyage together. Signed A. Cranach. Cranach? That's the same name on the sketch in the attic. So the Derwent must be the ship I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. Get to go through all the drawers now.
There's an empty bottle and a note in here. I'll take the note. Captain Boylan, I recommend taking 1 nitroglycerin tablet per day and avoiding overexcitement. Dr. Francois.
Mm-hmm. So Dr. Francois is the one with the book about medicine. That's a fine looking hat you got there.
I'll take this hat. It's in surprisingly good shape for being so old.
Oh, we can actually wear it. Of course we're gonna wear it.
A bit tight, but not the worst look.
I've seen worse.
Captain Boylan was quite dashing in his youth. Looks like a navigational chart. I'll take it with me.
Oh, we probably have to cross-reference it, don't we?
There's a path drawn around an island that says Detour. The name of the island's been crossed out.
Yep.
It's empty.
Yeah, let's look through.
I can just make out the wagon through the dust. At least it hasn't blown away.
Yeah, she's missing all the fun.
Can't see much aside from the wagon parked down there.
Well, we've got a spyglass we can give to someone. Maybe to the captain.
It's got an old sailing ship on it.
We do have to put these in order, don't we?
It's been carved with a whale design. I'll put back the one I'm carrying first.
Oh. Okay. Now I'm very curious about what to do with these.
This is the water closet.
Oh. No puzzle in the water closet, I take? Okay,
It's got a seabird. I'll put back the one I'm carrying first.
Bad luck to kill a seabird. Lighthouse. Oh. Wait a minute. Can we need to go look at that. I think one of the crew actually had one of the stones, like, in their pocket. So let's see if we can figure that out. Wait, actually, before we do that, let's cross-reference the island location. This may be important. Okay, so... Yes, please. What do we got?
These two charts show the same land masses. The island crossed out on my chart is called Hastram Scary.
Scary indeed. Okay. Oh, did we need to go look at the boat here now that we knew the name of the ship?
The plaque says the Corunna. Oh,
No,
that's
it said...
interesting. And that other one there, look, I need to figure...
Yeah, no. Never mind. Just trying to gather all the pieces. Let's see how good we've done. So we have...
That's Captain Boylan on the left. The 5 other men must be his crew, but I have no idea who any of them are.
Okay. It's the whale. Which one do we have? We have the seabird. So we have to go back there. I'm glad I was paying attention to that.
I'll put back the one I'm carrying first.
Mm-hmm. Whale of a tale. Sorry if I've already said that. It's been in my head for a few. So, how many items? What items do we have? Actually, we have... Okay, we have the harpoon. We have got... Maybe... Well, we don't have a kerchief. Let's see if we can...
That's Captain Boylan on the left. The 5 other men must be his crew, but I have no idea who any of them are.
So this guy's Fisher. Right, that was his name, appropriate name, and he has the harpoon. The doctor with the book and the scrimshaw. Guy with the anchor. Guy with the fashionable hat, and guy with the spyglass. Do we go ahead and hand these items over?
We ought to find out who those men in the sketch are before amassing a collection of trinkets.
Okay, that's fair.
It's in surprisingly good shape for being so old. Captain Boylan, I recommend taking 1 nitroglycerin.
So that's Dr. Francois.
We ought to find out who those men in the sketch are before...
Yeah, but... what do we do to... We know the name of the island. And we can't cross-reference like that. Maybe... I can't cross-reference with the photo.
We ought to find out who those men in the sketch are before amassing a collection of trinkets.
Well, let me run around here and see if I can figure out if they're what I've missed, guys. One sec. Something new here in the library. We now can search instead of just look at the shelf of books here.
Ah, here we are. The logbook for the Derwent.
Ah, okay. Aha!
The Derwent sailed out of El Presidio in 1830. Listed crew is Captain Philip Boylan, First Mate Michael Benelli, Navigator Karanga Payo, Harpooner Jalal Fisher, Dr. Jonas Francois, Cook George O'Malley, and Alfred Cranach, profession unlisted.
Well, that's something. Okay.
These shelves are full of ship's logbooks. Captain Boylan had a long career.
I completely forgot about that from the last episode. Well, let's... maybe now we have the information to give the stuff to Jake? And who's gonna play who?
I found the ship's log for the crew in the sketch.
Nicely done. Let's have a look. Alright, so we've got a first mate, navigator, harpooner, doctor, cook, and artist. We can probably leave that last one out.
Okay, so Danny can be the cook, Nadine the doctor, Phil the harpooner, you can be the navigator, and I'll be the first mate.
Oh, don't you think I ought to be the first mate?
Does it really matter?
Reckon not. Right, now all we need are some props.
Props?
Sure, for authenticity. Have another look at the sketch.
No, we already got it. No worries. We're doing this automatically, though.
Each of the crewmen is either wearing or holding something unique.
Jake's right. If we each have the appropriate item, it will increase our chances of convincing the captain that we are his former crew. I'd also suggest trying to learn at least one personal detail about each one, just in case.
Okay, I'll have a look around.
Bring me any items you find.
And let me know when you're ready to begin the performance.
This is a lot to keep track of. I'd better make a list.
Yes, please. Okay. First mate, Michael Benelli, prop question mark, info question mark. We know the props for everyone. We don't have any information about the first mate, though. Is the problem. So... Well, let me look around and see if I can figure out maybe something else has changed since we have this info. Actually, I'll tell you what, guys, this seems like a perfect place to go ahead and call it an episode. When we get back, we'll hand as many items as we can to Jake, and we'll see if we can get the captain back on his feet. But I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.